Hello, Frugal Force. Once again, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty. And today, I got another discussion type video for you. Once again, these are my opinions, not yours. Okay, so you might have a completely different set, and you might be awesome at some of these. So, once again, mine, not yours. I got my trusty list so I don't screw this up. And today, I want to talk about video games that kicked your butt. So, these are games that kicked my butt. So, let's jump in. Alright, so video games that kicked my butt. Once again, these are ones that I got my butt kicked by. I haven't played every game, so there's going to be new games that kick my butt as we go. That's just a list of some of the ones that I knew I had some trouble with. That I got to points, it's like, oh man, frustration. But I still persevered, and I beat them. Alright, so games that kicked my butt. One, Mega Man for the NES. Yeah, the first Mega Man. I know some people say it's easy, the last boss, Dr. Wily. You know, I really struggled with that. He kicked my butt a lot. I didn't use any guides or anything, so I didn't know maybe which is the best character to use for each stage, so I know beating him in a certain order helps. I didn't have that. I did it all on my own, and so it was pretty dang hard. NES hard, if you will. Once again, these are my choices, not yours. Alright, the next one is that I put on my list here is X-Men for the NES. I did a video on that. That game sucks. That's why it's so hard. I will say I've never beat that game. I hate that game. I don't want to try to beat that game. It's just the control mechanic was terrible. Everything was not good on that game. The AI was absolute garbage. The next game I want to talk about is Eternal Champions for the Sega Genesis. I know it's on other platforms, some of these are, but man, that Eternal Champions, I did beat it, but I only ever beat it with one character, and that game kicked my butt. That's a side-scrolling fight game that just, I was not good at. I will say I'm not the best at side-scrolling fight games, but I can usually do quite good. So for example, Injustice, I beat it with every single character. Marvel vs. Capcom, I beat it with a lot of characters. The Marvel fight game before Marvel vs. Capcom, I whipped it with every character. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of the Worlds, I beat it with almost every character. So, Mortal Kombat, you know, I'm not great at the Mortal Kombat ones. I beat the original Mortal Kombat with Liu Kang. A couple other ones I beat here and there. Mortal Kombat vs. DC, beat it with every character. Street Fighter, though, I'm not good at. So another one on top of that is Street Fighter. I am absolutely terrible at Street Fighter for some reason. So Eternal Champions kicked my butt in Street Fighter. I've never beat a Street Fighter. I've gotten a Bison. I can't beat that guy. Well, I'm not going to say can't. I have not beat him yet. Mindset, people. Growth mindset, right? I have not beat that game yet. So, and I played it just yesterday, and I sucked horrifically. Alright, so that going, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. The classic NES, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, everyone loved that water scene, you know, where the water level where you're swimming around trying not to get fried. I beat that game, though. I beat that game. It was hard. It was nuts hard, and I beat it. You just get persistent. You keep practicing. You can do it. Another one is Battletoads. Battletoads is one I have not beat. It's those darn things when you're on those skis. Oh, that's the bane of my existence. And Battletoads, I have not beat Battletoads yet. I'd love to hear if you beat Battletoads. Absolutely love it. Another one, Contra Hardcore for the Sega Genesis. I have beaten Contra Hardcore. Absolutely beat it. Going back, though, I did about a couple months ago and popped it in. I sucked. It kicked my butt. That's a hard game. That's a great Contra game. I recommend you check it out, but it is hard. Absolutely. A recent game that I just beat, that I'll do a video on later on, is Killzone Liberation, and that was on the PSP. You know, this is not a first-person shooter. This is more of an overhead type, you know, and it's a little different. And you know, it was not bad for the most part, but there was one particular boss, not the end boss either. The end boss was easy, but an earlier boss that just kicked my butt. I don't know if I got recorded. It took me like 90 times or something to beat him. Don't pick on me too much. I know. You got to get good. That's just the way it is. Other ones on my list. Superman 64. That game is hard because it's broken. That game is hard because the controls suck. Flying through those rings was terrible. Then right afterwards you had a time limit to accomplish something and it was vague, so it was over and over again. But I did actually beat Superman 64. I'm not telling you to run out and get that game, okay? If that's a challenge because it's not a good game, but I beat it. Let's see here, Ninja Gaiden on the NES. I have still not beaten Ninja Gaiden on the NES. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've gotten pretty far. I haven't played it in a long time. I think I can do it. I just have to buckle down and do it. Ninja Gaiden on the NES. Another one is The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy
on the NES. I haven't beaten that one either. A very challenging game. It's an interesting game though because you got a side-scrolling beat 'em up. You have levels then that you drive to your Jeep or whatever it is, and then have levels that are shooter levels, and you can do it with the controller or the gun. I recommend doing it with the gun. It helps a lot. So it does have a lot of playability and interesting fun there. I actually like that game. I just haven't beat it yet. Tough game. Good challenge. Another one is Comix Zone for the Sega Genesis. Very challenging game. You can't just button mash on that one. You have to learn the enemy's patterns and how to defeat them. And there's also multiple paths that you can take. That game is a great challenge. It's one of my opinion, in my opinion, one of the best Genesis games there is out there. Very hard, but beatable, and I beat it, and it was absolutely worth it. Great game. Another one is The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Sega Genesis version one. That's when you run around side-scrolling. It's almost like a shoot-'em-up, really. It's very challenging. It reminds me a lot of Contra. A lot of Contra, believe it or not. Contra. I did beat it though. Absolutely fun game. Highly recommend it. I love how they did the graphics on that, the 3D style of imaging there. Wonderful game. Did beat it. All right, Frugal Force. So those are the games that have kicked my butt. Some of them I've been able to overcome and beat it. All right. Oh, you know what? There's one more I'm going to add to the list. Zelda 2. Link. The Adventures of Link. I haven't beaten that yet. That has some really hard stuff on it. I just remembered that while doing this video. Zelda 2. All right, so that's my list. Those are the ones that have kicked my butt. What I want to know from you, you can either do a response video or once again, I'd love to see it in the comments. What games have kicked your butt, and have you beat those games? Are they still looking you in the face today saying you haven't beat me yet? Because you know what? There's nothing wrong with a hard game. It's a challenge. It makes that game last longer, right? And it's a lot of fun. All right, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up there, right? Hit that notifications bell if you don't mind to help out this channel. If you want to help us out too, we have a Patreon. You can go to the bar down below. We have a link down there. You can join the Frugal Force for as little as $1 a month, where you can get Frugal Force special videos that are only for the Frugal Force. Sometimes I ask you to vote on things for me, as well as I pick random Frugal Force prize people there. I just say, oh, this person's going to get a prize this month, and I send them something. So bear that in mind. If you don't like Patreon, there's another link down below for Streamlabs OBS. You can click on that and donate through that too. Those things help us continue to make these videos. They keep the equipment updated, going, lets us to get games and things to review. It's a great help. We absolutely love your support. So thank you for watching this video here. And until next time, keep it frugal.